Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning on this 11.17.2023. Current time. Oh, we got audio. Okay. Current time is 0550 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside this Friday. Thank God it's Friday morning. And we're putting ourselves up on the big screen here. It did take the last time, and I guess, okay, they start off with the commercial. Okay, that's cool. And we don't want the chat there. We'll go ahead and just go with that. Okay, good morning. And Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Twitch. Fireman Rich over there on Truth Social, Instagram threads, as well as X/Twitter, and also on the real Fireman Rich. The real Fireman Rich over there on the public Facebook. I do have the morning coffee this morning. That's literally my first sip of the day. As far as that goes, the coffee is going good. Oh man, that's good. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Usually I take a little bit of it in the intro when I do my, okay, good morning guys, we got the coffee here, and get the proverbial plug there as far as that goes. What's the time mark on that? 4:32. 4 minutes already into the broadcast. Wow. But the missus distracted me at the beginning. She could hear the intro music. I had a little bit too loud, and plus I had the earbuds in. So she says, "Geez, no wonder you're going deaf." No, it's not because of that. I usually turn it down. But we're off and running here. Good stuff. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. We're up and running here as far as that goes. And good morning, Tony D. Salute to you, sir. Hashtag PSTTD. And good. Tony says good morning. There we go. What's that?
Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday, she says, y'all. Let's see. We have Cup of Joe. Good morning. Hello, Cup of Joe. Cup of Joe is in the house. We're thank you for being here, Joe. And he's saying good morning to all there. And let's see, we have Helen. Wow, ads again as soon as I jumped in. Really? Well, I appreciate it because I got a notification the other day. I got another payout. So thank you very much. They add up. It only took about, 7, 8 months. They do add up though. I got a nice little notification of a $50 payout. So I got some Christmas money, I guess you could say. So thank you, Ellen, and good morning to Helen there. And matter of fact, we got 5 minutes before the next rollout, I think, as far as that goes. Let's see, what's it say on the stream manager? Oh yeah, the first rollout as far as that goes. And everybody's saying hello to Cup of Joe and the like. And but we are here. We're getting our day started. We're up late last night watching the football game. And I did, Tony, catch a little bit. You guys just starting out, and then I was too tired. I went to bed last night for late night parenting. Tony was on there last night with Ted Hicks and Brian. As far as that goes, they were just starting it. You guys, it was after the game and stuff. I was doing something here, finishing up something I was doing here on the computer last night and stuff like that. So I did see that you guys were all up there. Let's see, broadcast is doing pretty good, 60 frames per second. We're at excellent. Okay, KBS is good. We're in the green on the OBS. I still have an update. There's an update for OBS to OBS 30. I have an update. I might try one of my the older box. I might try updating it. I won't try. I'll probably update it on that box and look at it and stuff and see if it's good to update on this box, which it probably is. And it says, and Cup of Joe says, yes, I'm still sick. Okay, I was just going to ask you that. Going to doctor today, meds they gave me last week are not work. Wow, really? So you're down. Yeah. If it's more than a week, yeah, you need to go back to the doctor, Joe. with the weather change and stuff like that. You know, it just that's what I'm bracing for. When the weather changes here in upstate New York and anywhere in the Northeast, for me, it's that's when it's you know, from warm to cold, and most of the time it goes from when we're in winter going to spring. I'll get a spring cold or something like that. The sniffles. I'll always have the sniffles, but I double up on my vitamin C intake as far as that goes. And so do go see the doctor, Joe. That's what they're there for. As much as we don't want to go see them. Let's see. But we had a beautiful day yesterday. I did a lot of stuff. I got up. I did the Fireman Rich audio podcast. I did a Napod Pomo. Napod Pomo is the monthly challenge that I'm taking part in. I'm doing an audio each day, 30 audios total, on top of my anchor, or the not anchor, on top of my audio podcast. That's the link there, Napod Pomo, National Podcasters Postmonth.org, and it's hashtag Napod Pomo, the original audio challenge. All others are copies, and it stands for National Podcasters Postmonth. I did that yesterday, talking about the McRib sandwich is back. I'll be talking about a little bit about that. I got to talk about that because very interesting extra audio, so you might want to catch it over there. I might spill the beans a little bit about what I talked about because there's an interesting link related to the McRib. It made its back. You have Mo, but where's no? That Mo stands for month. It doesn't stand for Mo on the Three Stooges. Yeah, oh God, this is a classic. But yesterday, and then I went out, did the wash, did the dishes like I normally do when the missus is out and about, and she was out yesterday doing the grocery shopping, and then I'm standing there, and and I also played. Hey Joe, I got a chicken dinner yesterday. You probably see my post here. My very first single normally PUBG this is a game I play. It's a person shooter, PUBG Mobile, and I usually play single squad. And it was a nice one, Joe. I thought I was dead in there at least 2 or 3 times because and I played it because the day before, oh my God, I dropped like 30, 60 points, and I just barely got back up to diamond again. And you already have Three Stooges in your chat. Yeah, there we go, Ellen. That's there we go. There's that quick wit of our girl over there in Edinburgh, Scotland. Thank you, Ellen. That's a good one. I like that. But the PUBG, it was the first game. I figured, I'll get one going here. It was after my audio podcast, and I'm playing it, and I have fun playing this. I'm not going to go as strong as I did last season. I'm having fun this season. And this game, yesterday was a big makeup from the day before, because the day before I just couldn't win. You know, I barely made it back to diamond again. But yesterday, right out of the gate, ad break ends in a minute. We'll wait. We'll wait until I continue. We're going to continue. Yeah, I'm seeing the ads now, so we'll wait. We'll hold tight as far as that goes. Yeah, commercials. We're waiting. I'm holding the. Oh, Joe can't hear me. Okay. Yeah, I see the ads. We're standing by, waiting. Thank you for your patience. I spelled patience wrong, but what the hell? Going to stand by until the commercials are all done, and I'll continue with the PUBG commercial, or PUBG story. Okay, I think we should be back for our. Are we back? We're back. We're back, and we are back. And I start this game, and we're back. Okay, I stopped my story because this story is too good. I got to tell this story. We so I'm in the game, and I got dropped, and you got all the people over here. So I'm moving east on the map, and uh, I get to this point where I got a gun, I got a vest, I got a helmet, and so I'm going down this hill, and there's these two. I'm starting to take some fire, and sure enough, I turn around and um, I look, and there's two guys right near this tree, and I'm thinking those can't be. Usually a bot. They got these bots in there that you can kill. They're easy kills, but I'm saying these guys are shooting me. These are real people. I'm thinking right there, I'm dead. This is like maybe 5 minutes, almost 10, between 5 and 10 minutes into the game, and an average game lasts about 20. It can last up to 25, 30 minutes and stuff like that. So I'm just starting at the beginning of the game. I'm thinking, oh, geez, I'm going to be losing. I'm thinking already I'm losing points. I'm behind the tree. I heal. They're back there firing at the tree and stuff. They're reloading. I pop off to the side. I go bang, 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 bang to the one guy on the right of the tree. I knock him down. I knock him. He's down. I see him starting to crawl. The other guy fires again at me, and I get hits again. I come back, and I'm trying to heal. I heal, and then I'm peering with my camera on the side, and this guy starts charging me. Right, I figure I'm healing, so he thinks you're vulnerable when you're healing, because then if you don't get your gun back real quick. So I got my gun. I see him coming at me, and I'm pretty much healed 3/4. I pop out. He fires. I'm down to that much worth of health. I'm down to a sliver, and then I give a burst, and I knock him. I go up to him, boom, finish him off. Go to the other guy, finish him off. I almost got killed that one time, and then so I heal up. I loot him. I go to the building where I'm going. I go to another building on the other side of the hill, and I'm upstairs, and there's these guys. I can hear two people down below. Well, the other day I took a couple hits where I was in the building. They lobbed a grenade, and I died instantly. So I'm thinking I gotta retreat. I gotta rotate out. That's what it is. You rotate out. So I'm up there. I pop out the second floor, and I start running up the hill. I'm starting to take fire from two people. It's definitely two people, two different weapons I can hear. My health is going down again as I'm going up. I'm zigzagging, and I get behind a tree to have the tree behind me as I go up, and I'm over the hill. I escape. There's a second time, and um, I almost get killed, and I heal up. I go. I get a car, and I found this building. You ever see this, Joe? You go into this building, and it's down towards the East Bridge by the gas station, before the gas station. You go in there, and you can choose your vehicle. I looked at it. It's like a blockade, but you go into the side room, and there's a panel. You hit it to work it, and you have four selections. And I always pick the covered Jeep. So that's a good place to pick up a car. I didn't know that. So, but I'm in a Jeep, and I'm going off the furthest west, and I'm waiting for the zone to collapse. And I ride the blue wave in, and I'm healing up, and I'm collecting some stuff along the way. And the circle's getting smaller and smaller. And I'm thinking, man, I just got to make it to the top 10. I got 2 kills. I'll get some good points. And it's getting down to where I'm seeing I'm in the top 10, and then I'm waiting. When it gets that low, I usually wait outside the circle until the final circle, or the next to final circle. And there's only like 4 people left, and I'm thinking, okay, there's a squad. So and then I wait this one last time, and it gets down to, all of a sudden I realize it's just 2 people. It's me and this other guy. So I'm thinking, oh shit. I made number 2. I made my chicken dinner, because I'm a single guy, but this is a one-on-one. So I'm thinking, what's the chances? Not very slim, because these people that play this game are very, very good, and more than about a third of my time that I'm playing this game, I'm waiting the clock to, as far as that's how you just try and survive, because I'm playing on a piddly ass Android tablet. So I don't have the greatest So I get down there. I'm in the truck. I go right into the very center of the circle. I get out, and I know the guy is over on this other side, and is raiding with a party of one. Cup of Joe is raiding. Thank you, Cup of Joe. So the last part is, or no, there was another time I'm in the truck and I taken fire and I get hit. That was the third time I almost got killed. And then I'm waiting for the to collapse. But right at the end, I get to the into the center. I pop out. I know the guy is off to the north, so I'm behind the truck, behind the tire, and I start popping smoke off to the left of me. Well, he's over this ridge, and I can hear him firing and stuff. Like he's trying to draw me out, and I said, "I'm not going. I'm staying right. I'm dead center. He has to come to me." So I'm sitting there, and then I'm looking, I'm viewing over the thing with the eyeball. You hit the eyeball and you can make your view around circular and stuff. I know there's nothing behind me and to the left and to the right. I know he's out in front. So I pop like 3 smokes to the left, 1, 2, 3, and it gives the impression I'm going over there. All of a sudden I see this dot come over the ridge, and I see the little silhouette of the guy. He's starting to come over on this side, okay, opposite the smoke. Figure, oh, okay, I'm going to go over by the truck and I'll use the truck for cover. Well, as soon as he got close, I pop out, knocked him, killed him. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Best win I've ever had. I did it all myself. There's 100 people in this, so I survived 100 people, but I ended up taking out 3 of them, and I had a ball. I had a ball. I went for a walk after the misses. I was riding high there. I said, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this win, because that's a real treat when you get a chicken dinner, right, Joe? So there's my PUBG, and then I was later on when the missus was gone. I ended up grinding up some leaves out back and stuff like that. But the weather, for all intents and purposes, great. And I just spent the first 20 minutes talking about PUBG. Okay, currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it's 31 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to, it's got to be a negative because it's under 32. It's negative 0.5 degrees. It's a half a degree Celsius negative in the temperature as far as that goes. And yep, Joe is raiding with a party of one again. How many times are you going to raid, Joe? Oh, so that game is fun. And I did play some Lord of the Rings yesterday afternoon also, offline. Yeah, I didn't broadcast. I was thinking about broadcast. I was just enjoying playing the game myself. And I did take a nap. All that's how great a day I had yesterday. It was a great day yesterday. Let's see, we got clouds with rains. Rain's not developing yet because I turned the back porch light. It's still dark out, as you can see, but our newly installed back stone step porch, I wasn't sure it came. Yeah, it came out the first time, Joe. I thought I said that, but thank you again for the raid. Party of one. Oh, only Cup of Joe. There was the sidewalk still dry, so as far as that goes, so it hasn't rained yet, but we got cloudy rain developing in this okay, it's this afternoon. Higher around 60 degrees again. It must have punched to 60 degrees yesterday. It was a beautiful day yesterday. Winds of 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain 90%. So we will be getting some rain later this afternoon, after 2ish. So the sun will be rising this morning at 6:58, which is in about another let's see, 58, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 45, about 40, about 50 minutes, another 50 minutes. You'll be seeing some daylight out the window here. And so sunrise is at 6:58 a.m., sets at 4:40 p.m. It comes quick. And I also had the solar panels out yesterday. Forgot about that. I woke up from the nap and it was about just before 4. Oh, it was about 4, a little after 4. And I'm thinking, geez, it's already dark. So I had to go take care of the solar panels. They were out yesterday. So we had a good soak on the solar. Our world times and temperatures as I speak. Honolulu, Hawaii is at 1:09 a.m. Clear skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 4:09 a.m. Partly cloudy, partly clear, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City at 5:09 a.m. 5:10, just changed to 5:10 a.m. Cloudy skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Down in New York City, the jungle, as I call it, 6:10 a.m. It is 6:10 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York. But down there in New York City, it's clear skies, 52 degrees Fahrenheit. And Tony comes in with Warner Robins, Georgia, where he's at. Um, let's see, 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 73 degrees for the high, Fahrenheit for the high, 56 for the low. So you're at the low, you're just going up. Partly cloudy down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. And across the pond in Cork, Ireland. Cork, Ireland, we have at 11:10 a.m. We have what is it? Cloudy skies, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Where is that, lady? Let's see. In Scotland, Edinburgh, Scotland, Helen informs us that 6 degrees Celsius, which equates to 42.8 degrees Fahrenheit. So thank you for that, Helen and Tony, for your temperatures. We greatly appreciate it. And so it should be. We got some rain. It's all right. I'm mulching up the leaves out back. That was probably my fine. And then the side here, there was a lot of leaves out there. The other parts of the lawns are pretty good. So that was fun getting out there tooling around. It's not like mowing the lawn. I didn't have the mower deck down low. I had it up so I could grind up the leaves come in and they grind up a lot good. And it looks pretty nice out there, the backyard. We do have a thought for the day. I posted up there on my X/Twitter and all those other fine social media platforms at Fireman Rich again. And it comes from a gentleman we have quite often here. Yesterday's thought for the day, and the last two thoughts. Let's see. The last Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursday's thought for the day was from author unknown. It's just the way it comes up on the query when I pick it out. But here's another one we have here, another gentleman that we have quite often, and that's Albert Einstein, who is a theoretical physicist, German-born, and who was widely held as one of the greatest minds, most influential scientists of the time. Now, not one, he's just, in my opinion, he is one of the smartest guys as far as that goes. It's just some of the things is like, wow. Physics is always theory before you can come up with the hardware and all this other stuff to prove the theory that you develop in physics, I guess. That's my take. I tried taking physics in high school. I had to drop after 2 months. I said, no, I don't need this. I'll take another study hall. It was in my senior year. So I was already graduated. I had enough credits to graduate. So I said, no, I don't need to take this. Let's see. But our thought for the day, our quote and our thought for the day from our quote from Albert Einstein. Where is it? Here it is. Life is like a bicycle, or life is like riding a bicycle. And I've used this one before. In order to keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. Albert Einstein. Life is like riding a bicycle. In order to keep your balance, which you have to have on a bicycle, unless you're using training wheels, you must keep moving forward. So it's keeping it on an even keel. He came up with the light bulb above his head. Oh, okay, there we go. Is that how they started the light bulb? Bing! I should get one of those. Bing! Idea. I love physics. Physics is pretty interesting. Physics is a lot of math in physics and stuff. They have the calculations and all that. I could not stand it when I was in high school. Even though I love science, it's just like, man, there's just too much math in this. I wasn't the best math student as far as that goes. I ended up getting a C, my final grade there, and barely passing math as far as that goes. So thank you, Mr. Albert Einstein. You have to keep your balance. For me, it's keeping on an even keel. So you got to keep your balance. But in his quote, you can look back. You can never go back. What's done is done. You move forward and you keep your balance of life, so you can move forward. Okay, and that's what makes life fun. That's what to enjoy life. in a matter of speaking. So thank you, Mr. Albert Einstein, a great physicist, theoretical physicist. Let's see. We do have a. I haven't looked at the national days for today. Let's see what we got. Oh, and I do have the football charts. I've got those squared away. I've got. Oh, Tim Fan's not here. I got Tim Fan's picks. I got Tony D's picks. Ted Hicks. Tony, if you're there, you may be in a meeting. Still need Brian's. I can get them Sunday, and then also Michael Bathurst is. He was on yesterday. I don't know why he doesn't DM him. I DM'd him the charts. Well, one of the charts. He's not in the overall and for the thing because I only have like four weeks or something like that. It's not enough to really put on the overall chart. Let's see our national day for today. Okay, why isn't this moving? Okay, here we go. Ooh. Let's see. We have International Students Day. Yeah, okay. The students are out there. I want to say partying, but for the most part, a lot of the students are protesting. I think, in my opinion, they're protesting the wrong way, but they have every right to protest as long as it's peaceful, which we didn't have in Washington, D.C. the other night. They only arrested one people, even though there was 100. Uh-oh. Did the internet just go? Or is that just my browser? Hang on. I'm still here. Only had about 2 hours sleep again last night. Oh, okay. You're gonna be okay. We didn't lose internet. Okay. Um, let's see. Backing up. It's cold here. I just got home. I'm thinking I'm going to bed for a nap. Yeah, you should. Don't, or else you're gonna listen to me for. Was it the other day, Wednesday? What? You stayed on for an extra 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Um, no, I didn't want that. What the hell? What's going on with this page here? But that does look good. What's that? What's that stuff called? Bavarian cake. But you only have, yeah, you gotta get some sleep there, Helen. National Bacalav Day. No, we don't want that. What the hell? Why isn't this? Okay, no, we don't want that. We want to go back to the original days. So, where's our national days list? The internet. My Surface 3 is just. Let's see. We are doing good on the broadcasters. Okay, it's just dragging. It's just dragging really bad. The broadcast, it's still. Yeah, we're still got continuity on the. What the hell happened here? No, let's bring it. Let's try bringing it up again. National days. Surface 3. Oh, wait a minute. I know what. It's telling me I got to finish up the world times and temperatures because we stopped with Helen. Moving on, with Cork, Ireland was 45 degrees Fahrenheit, 1119. That's what it is. The computer's telling me, Rich, get back to the weather. Backing up. Well, what a bonehead. I need another cup of. I need to fresh up my cup of coffee here. Milan, Italy, it's sunny at 12:19 p.m. 64 degrees Fahrenheit. In New Delhi, India, at 4:49 p.m. late evening or late afternoon, cloudy with some sun, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. In Mumbai, 79 degrees Fahrenheit in New Delhi. In Mumbai, India, it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit. A little bit warmer there. I don't know what's going on there. Same time, 4:49 p.m. Partly cloudy, partly sunny. In Kuala Lumpur at 7:19 p.m. We have 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Thunderstorms and storming in Kuala Lumpur. Tokyo, Japan at 8:19 p.m. Clear skies. 8:19 in the evening. 54 degrees Fahrenheit in Tokyo. In Melbourne, Australia at 10:19 p.m. Clear skies in Melbourne. 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Sydney, Australia, same time, 10:20 p.m. in the evening. 63 degrees Fahrenheit. Partly cloudy, partly clear. And those are our world times and temperatures. That's what my computer was telling me. You need to finish what you were doing with the weather. um, Cup of Joe. Today is all day, all you could eat fish fry at the restaurant by me. Oh, the restaurant. Okay, fish fry at the restaurant. I'm gonna have to drive out there. It's probably only about a 5 hour drive from where I'm at, Joe. I know where I'm going to be going today. Okay, that's good. I always like a good fish fry. Helen says it's going to be a busy next few days, so I should probably sleep as much as I could to have the energy. Hashtag, yeah, Fish Friday for Cup of Joe. Oh, speaking of which, a busy day. I will not be on the internet at all tomorrow. We're doing a road trip. We're doing a road trip tomorrow, so we're shuffling off to Buffalo for the day, going up there to visit some family. Okay, so just so you know, I'm not even going to do my morning post because we're going to do an early start. It's all about going up to Buffalo and having a good visit, and then I'll be back tomorrow, um, probably early evening. It's a day trip going up there to spend some time and have fun with some family members as far as that goes. And so I will not be on the internet. So everything is okay. All right. And there'll probably be still some people like Tim Fan. He's not here. He'll probably not see me and say something's wrong. Everything's okay. We're just going to go. Tomorrow is just a day off of the internet for me. That's my national day tomorrow. Okay, let's get back to this. I said International Students Day. That's okay. National Butter Day. Butter's good on an English muffin and some toasted bread. Substitute Educators Day. Okay, that's not too. World Prematurity Day. Yeah, remember the little guys there. International Happy Goose Day. What the hell is that one about? Let's finish these. It's like we got National Take a Hike Day. Yeah, go take a hike, Joe. Go take a hike and get some fresh air. No, Cup of Joe's going to take a hike down to the restaurant down the road from where he lives. It's hashtag Fish Friday, Fishy Friday for Joe. And then we have National Baklava Day. That's a cake. That looks pretty interesting. Then we have National Homemade Bread Day. So that's why we have National Butter Day. You combine the two. But what's this International Happy Goose Day? And it has a picture of a beer. Maybe that's this. Oh, that's the glass. International Happy Goose Day. Hashtag it. We're going to go with every year in November. Oh, this is about beer. So this is the one we're going with. This is for beer lovers. Every year, November 17th, beer lovers gather together to celebrate International Happy Goose Day. Instead of rhyming with rose, goose rhymes with Rosa. Does it? Okay, unless I'm saying it wrong. Goose is a fermented sour wheat beer that originated during the 16th century in Goslar, located in northern Germany. In later years, Goss Rose, I guess it rhymes, became more associated with the city of Lippenzig, I guess. The beer became so popular that it gained exemption from the country's purity law called, and the law stated that German beer could only contain water, barley, yeast, and hops. But Goose is also made of malt and wheat and coriander. Salty water from the Goslar River was also used, giving the drink the unique salty tart taste. The beer was made until World War II. After the war, Goose disappeared for a while, but made a comeback in 1949. And the gentleman credited for saving this beverage continued to brew the sour beer until it passed away. He then passed it on his goose making abilities to his stepson, Gudin Piersner. Oh, okay, Piersner beer. He continued brewing the beer until 1960, but only a few pubs sold the fermented beer. Piersner died in 1960. Goose would not come back into existence until 1986. Today, there's still 400 makers of goose, with a handful of them in the United States. And who gets to tell the geese that they're meant to be happy? What if they are sad? Gooses on Happy Goose Day. Yeah, there we go. The thing, what this reminds me, it went away, came back, went away, came back. Well, as of this past Tuesday, the McDonald's McRib is back at participating. There's certain participating McDonald's that sell it, and if you go to McRib, just go into Google and Google McRib locator. Top one, top selection. You hit that, and there's a map, and it shows you all the places in the United States, except Canada, or no, except Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. You can't find it there. There's a place in every state otherwise, even Hawaii. There's even a place in Munich, Germany. That's the only place overseas you can get a McRib. It's for a limited time. It retired last year, but they're bringing it back again, and that's what my Non-Pod Pomo audio was about. Was talking about the McRib. The McRib. I had one of those a couple times. They're not the greatest sandwich and stuff, but I just thought that was because the day before that, my audio for the monthly challenge was about the McSalad burger they're trying to pass on to everybody over there in New Zealand. McDonald's and Burger King selling McSalad burgers. There's no burger in it. It's basically a cheese sandwich. So, but the goose beer, that's international goose beer. I like beer, and that must have a unique taste too. I'm gonna have to see. I don't know if I could find any of that. Let's see. Oh, we're good on time right now. So, let's see here. So I have some geese out here, Helen. When we're walking the field out here, they have the winter wheat planted, and they harvested the soybean. The geese are out here. There's always maybe about 50 of them sitting out here. There's about 15 acres of field back here, and I guess they eat the leftover soybean. But they usually, I haven't seen that many geese going south like I have in years past. So there's a possibility we might have a really mild winter, which is fine by me. Yesterday on the audio podcast, just to highlight that, I talked about. This girl's been in the news. She's a 12-year-old, and I really can relate to this because I have a firefighting, fire protection background. You know, I was an ex-firefighter. I did the fire inspector bit for a number of years when I was in the Air Force too. I was a volunteer fireman. But this 12-year-old girl developed a fire detection system that won her $25,000 in the top junior science award, the TJSA award, and stuff like that. Helen, tell them they need to be happy today. Yeah, I'll pass that on to them, Helen. Okay, we got another ad break in another minute here. So what she does in the picture, you can see her. She used a Raspberry Pi and some other hardware, and she combined them along with some software, thermal camera, I think it is, and that's what it is. And we're into the commercial, I guess now. We're standing by for the commercials. We're standing by. Till ads are finished. I want to wait for my people in the chat. People watching on the replay on Rumble and YouTube. Twitch has to pay for the bills, so they throw these ads up and stuff. I get a few pennies from them and stuff, and after a year it adds up, and I get a payout and stuff like that. But sometimes they can be real annoying. So I'm just typing in here. We're standing by till ads are finished. Thank you again. So it gives me something to do to. Okay, there we go. So we're waiting. What kind of ads do we have? Bella levels up. What the hell's that? Is that a game? Then we got a progressive commercial here. Fanfare. What's that? Fanfare about what? Vision Holidays. Okay, Verizon. Um, so we do have. Just wait for them to. And we're standing by. We're standing by, and it looks like they might be over with. Okay, looks like we're over. We're good for another 30 minutes. So. So they go every 30 minutes. And we should be back. Okay. Thank you, Cup of Joe. Thank you. Um, so this 12-year-old, I talked about it in the audio podcast. So check that audio out, that audio podcast out on Spotify for podcasters. The link is over on my um, uh, Truth Social, Instagram Threads, and X/Twitter. And hey, there's Tim. Good morning, Tim. Tim Fan, how you doing, sir? Just so you know, Tim, I will not be on the internet tomorrow. I'm taking a day trip. Okay, we're shuffling off to Buffalo for the day, and I'll be back tomorrow night. So I will not be posting my good morning posts. I will not be posting anything. It's a day off from the internet. I decided that I'm gonna just go ahead and not come up on the internet anymore, or not just for tomorrow. Okay, so. Just to let you know, Tim. So you guys all know that everything's all right with Fireman Rich. I'm just going to have some fun tomorrow on a day trip. Yeah, good morning, Tim. Cup of Joe says. So let's see. As far as our history for the day, we're moving right along here. We've been on for 45 minutes already. Holy shit! Just felt like we just got here. Um, Let's see. On this day in 1800, the U.S. Capitol building held its first session of Congress, of the U.S. United States Congress. 1800. In 1869, the Suez Canal opened, linking the Mediterranean and the Red Sea. That was 1869. Wow. And let's see. In 1969, SALT I negotiations in Helsinki began aimed at limiting the number of strategic nuclear weapons, primarily between the United States and Russia, the Soviet Union. And did Tony just give me? Oh, cheers. Okay, 10,000 cheers. Thank you, Tony. Tony's there. Um, on this day, it's Danny DeVito. Who doesn't love Danny DeVito? He's big time now with the Jersey Mike commercials here in the United States. He's a spokesperson for Jersey Mike's. Probably one of the best subs you can buy, as far as that goes. Actor Danny DeVito is 78 years old today. He was born back in 1944, and let's see on the AP side. On this day, if it loads up. Thank you for the cheers, Tony. Just make sure. I was gonna say, did Tony just send me $10? I thought that was bits. Don't send me any bits. Don't. Just tolerate the commercials. I guess I can't do anything. I got it on the lowest setting. I believe I can't turn them off. On this day, back in 2003. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back, was sworn in as the 38th governor of California, the governor, as he's called. In 1947, President Harry S. Truman, in an address to a special session of Congress, called for the emergency aid to Austria, Italy, and France. The aid was approved. So what was going on? It doesn't say. It just approved a. Oh wow! It's no. That's just that. There's no value to that. There's no value to that, right? There better not be. You're joking, right, Helen? There's no value on that, right? It's just cheers. He's just cheering. Is that $100? Are you serious? You got me worried now. Helen says that's $100, Tony. Did you just send me $100? If anything, send $100 to Joe so he can enjoy a fish fry. That's just cheers. That's just, woo, yay, yay, yay. That's not bits. No way. Get the frick out of here. Are you serious? I gotta check something here. You bet. No way. I'm sending that back to you, Tony. I don't. Let me check this out. That doesn't say bits. It just says cheers. Does cheers cost that much? Yes. Let's see. Helen goes, but that's crazy. It must have cost about 200 to buy them. Are you having a midlife crisis? What did Tony do? Tony, I gotta send that back to you. I gotta figure out how to send that back. I don't. Tony is Tony's. Did Tony get hacked? Let me see this. I gotta check this out. Analytics. Let's see. Holy crap, Tony, what the frick did you do? Tony, that's going back to you. Trying to receive. What the hell did you do, Tony? In and out of work, and no, I didn't get hacked. Why did you send me? Did you just send me $100? That's what it's indicating here. What the frick, dude? What the frick? What is that? That's a showstopper right there, dude. I'm looking right here. It says, cheers, $100. What the fuck did you do, dude? I don't... Oh, come on, Tony. You're going to piss me off here, dude. I got to send that back to you. I don't know how I get it out of You got to give me your PayPal address. I need to send you back that $100, man. When I'm able to show gratitude, I try to. Thanks for being there for me. Tony, that's just a response. I don't need the money. 30% goes to Twitch, though. You could have sent me $1. That would. Oh, got to be the most ineffective way to send money to somebody. Oh my God, Tony. Hey, did you? I got to tell the missus on this one. You know what Tony just did?
Yeah, I heard.
Oh my God, that's a showstopper right there. I'm just like I'm. Good morning, New York. Coming in from Thammer. Good morning, Thammer. We're gonna have to have a talk, Tony. I got to send you that money back. Dude. Tim Fan, oh, I'm waiting for you to broadcast. Oh, we're waiting for Tim to broadcast? And Tony saying hi to Thammer. My God, Tony, I don't... And Tim Fan's just laughing his ass off. Oh my God, that's a showstopper here. Tony, are you able to come up? After almost 3 years, it's over to... No. My God, Tony. You know, I'm going to be throwing this back at your way now. I'm going to be throwing you cheers. They may not be $100 at a whack, but I'll be throwing them your way. Oh my God, Tony. I don't know what to say. I'm humbled. I am very humbled as far as that goes. That's I just get excited at $1, but $100 freaking bucks? Come on, dude. Thank you. Tony just That's coming back your way, dude. That is coming back. That is definitely coming back your way as far as that goes. Oh my God. Cup of Joe, Thammer saying, "What's up?" Tony, can you come up? Invite guest. Where's I sent you an invite, Tony. And Tim Fan, are you still there? Do you want to come up? We're done with history. Tony just made history on this channel. It's like, holy crap. I'm looking at this. It's like, I'm thinking, oh yeah, he's just giving me the claps and stuff. I didn't think there was any monetary. Oh, Jesus, Tony. That's more than what freaking you just gave me more than what Twitch gave me. And that's coming back your way. Read the chat for I know, Tony. You said after almost 3 years, it's overdue, and you're throwing the Helen FFS. What's up, Bubba? Hey, Glick, how you doing, Glick? Tony, yeah, I know, Tony. You're at work, but are you at work? You can't come up. Thammer, I'm okay. I'm sick. Tim Fan, do you want to come up? I'm going to send Tim Fan an invite. Let's see. Where's Tim? Let's see if we can get Tim up here. We'll throw an invite to Tim. And Cup of Joe, I know you're sick, but why don't you come up also? He's already said he's at... Yeah, okay. I'm just... You got to excuse me, Helen. I'm just freaking flustered and blown away by what Tony just did. I'm just like, what the frick, dude? I mean, I don't have to... Oh, Tony, I love you, buddy. I love you, brother. But you're getting it back. You're getting it back, my friend. You are getting it back. So, we're going to go in the NFL, but I'm going to throw some invites out here. Let's see. Who do I have out there? We have Tim Fan 40. Let me see. Let me get flustered and flown away. Mission. More than that, Tony. I mean, oh my God. Oh, that's really too much. But I appreciate it. You know you're going to get some of that back. I'm maybe throwing it back your way, my friend. You more than deserve it. You're the heart of this community, my friend. I'll say that. As far as a mission accomplished, yes. I'm flustered. This is Cup of Joe. It's the flu season. Yeah, Okay, Tim Fan's going to try coming up. We're going to bring him up. And Cup of Joe, we're going to send you an invite if you'd like to come up also. And Helen, if you want to come up, I'm just blown away. Send another invite. Okay, I'll send you another invite. Let me try that, Tim. Stand by. Remove, and let's go ahead and send Tim another invite. Send invite. I'm getting used to this sending invites. Okay, I send invites. Tony's at work, so I'm taking... Tony, we got to talk, though. Remove guest. Okay, we'll remove Tony. Tony's at work. And I just got flustered at what Tony just did. And if you're just tuning in, Tony just gave a generous donation, I guess you could say. And it blows me away. It really does. Okay, Tim, I sent you an invite. Okay, your phone is too old? Okay, Cup of Joe, you want to come up? I don't know if you're well enough to come up. Somebody's got to come up. Says need an updated phone. Oh, your Android version. Okay. The Android version. Okay. Okay. That's probably why we had you up and we couldn't really fully get you up here on the thing. So let me see if I can send you an invite guests. I'm saying nothing right now. I'm holding my tongue. You're holding your tongue. Helen, do you want to come up? I'm not sure if you're driving in the car or not and stuff like that, but if let's see. I have another phone, but have to install Twitch. Okay, we'll have to save it for another time. I'm gonna get Helen. Helen, I sent you an invite. Come up here, girl. Remove guest. I sent you an invite, Helen. If you'd like to come up, I'm just sending an invite. This is Friday. This is extra time. It's starting to get day. Oh, look at that. That's a nice. It's like an eerie glow. You need an update. Okay, get your update and then come up here. Oh, you can't. You can't update because you're on the thing. Unless you want to bail out, update, and then come back. I'm gonna still be here. No snow yet. No, no snow. Thamer. It's been a gorgeous fall. We had a gorgeous day yesterday. It was like 60, 62 degrees Fahrenheit. And no, you're not coming up. Okay, Joe. I'll take the invite down. Remove guest. So we got Helen. I don't know if you'd like to come up, Helen, on the guest stars. And I guess I could talk about football. But no snow, Thamer. Thank you. Thamer, coming in from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We're glad to have you here, Thamer. Over there in Saudi right now. It's 2:46 p.m. in Riyadh. You got sun. It's sunny. It looks like it's nice there in Riyadh. 77 degrees, 75 degrees Fahrenheit in Riyadh. And we had some nice weather. We're going to have some rain later today. So that's where we're sitting at as far as that goes. And I could shut this. Let me shut the Wi-Fi off on this device. I don't need that anymore. And yeah, yesterday you couldn't have asked for a better day yesterday. Dammer, it was great. It was great. I had a great starting right out of the gate. I got a chicken dinner in PUBG yesterday by myself. I was just knocking them off, and I was hiding behind the truck at the very end. And the guy, I'm thinking I'm going to get killed. I'll get a number two. And the guy comes at me, and I pop out, and I throw three smokes, and he's coming around this way. He thinks I'm going that way because of the smokes. And I'm standing behind my truck, and then he comes around. I pop out, and bang, 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 bang. Winner, chicken dinner. I was just ecstatic yesterday. We sent the rain your way. Okay. Glick, you're probably heading to work right now, right? Does anybody want to come up? Let me know in the chat. I got Helen as an invite. I don't know if you want to come up, Helen. And but I'm not sure. You might be. I from her last comment. Oh no, I'm not coming up. Okay, I'm trying to read the comments, Helen. Please bear with me. You're probably saying, Rich, get your FFS together. Your FS, your F and shit together. I'm I'm just flustered on what Tony did. My God, Tony, you just wow. But that's going to come back at you, my friend. In a good way. Okay. It's just like you reap what you sow, and you're going to be reaping a lot. Well, as far as that goes, I appreciate it, Tony. That's very generous of you as far as that goes. It's just I'm just overwhelmed. I mean that I've never. I mean this is a moment. Just like $1 would have done, Tony. $1. If you want, I could send you back $99. I'll just take the $1. No, for those people watching, Tony D, he is I really like this dude. He is a brother veteran. He has me up on his broadcasts. Tony D. There it is, at Tony Tone 163. You've been coming through already. You've been coming through already more than you know. I appreciate it, Tony. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to be kind, and you're a brother veteran, and I really appreciate that, my friend. And as far as that goes, so and that means a lot. That does mean a lot. Tony is a good guy. I really enjoy uh, being online with him. You know, I met him in Haps along with all the rest of the individuals here. That some great, all great individuals in the chat. I really value the chat as far as when I'm reading it right, and Helen keeps me on tabs on that. As far as read the, you know, um, so already more than you know. I do appreciate that, Tony. That means a lot. That means a lot. It just goes to show the friendships that you can form as far as that goes, and as far as the differences that are in this world, there's still that nugget of positivity and stuff like that. So and Tony just expressed it 100-fold, in a sense. So I do appreciate that, Tony. As far as the friendship, the friendship means more than anything. Believe me, it does. It really does. And I'm glad as far as that goes. So nobody wants to come up as far as that goes. Okay, because it's Friday. It's usually this is the one day I'd like to have somebody up and stuff. Especially I'm not going to be here tomorrow all day. Tony just gave me gas money for tomorrow. Just joking, Tony. Just joking. As far as that goes, I mean, exactly. That's what he says. Hey, I jokingly said Tony gave us gas money for tomorrow. She loves that. She loves that. Oh God, that's good. That's good. Let me see here. What we're gonna do here, folks? It's right at the top of the hour. Manhattan trip yesterday on Tony. No, I'm going to Buffalo, Thamer. And Helen, now you've lost the whole thread of what you were saying now. It's only topic of conversation. Mission accomplished. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to take a break here. I'm going to get a refill, guys, and then we'll go into the extended. Somebody decide who they want to come up. Who wants to come up, okay? As far as that goes. Let's see, where is that? Be right back. Yeah. So I'll be right back, and let's see what happened here. Uh-oh, I think this is rebooting. Why is that rebooting? Did I plug it in all the way? Okay, I got a laptop that's rebooting. We'll be right back. I'm running. And Tony says, with all that I've spoken on as far as live streaming, with all that I've spoken as as far as live streaming and supporting each other, you've been one of the examples shown. Appreciate you again, man. Yeah, Tony. The missus says I need to fly down there and buy you dinner. Oh, the missus and I. Oh,
Yeah, it's winter. I want to go south.
sorry. Oh, okay, she wants to go south for the. Oh, thank you again, Tony. The missus tell me don't beat over. Don't keep on. Say thank you and move on and stuff like that. So it's like we'll be talking, Tony, definitely. And I'm just. I mean that's and you lead the way, Tony. I appreciate it, my friend, my man, my brother veteran. Let's see. I'm topped off the coffee. What happened with this laptop? This laptop went down for some reason. I guess it's in the excitement of what Tony just brought to the broadcast here. So I appreciate that, Tony. You're God bless you. Thamer, what to do for fun in Buffalo? I'm visiting. It's a family gathering, and I with family I don't go past that. I'm still getting used to the idea with the missus talking in the background. What's that?
Getting used to the idea of the missus talking.
Yeah, the missus talking. Yeah, there we go. I've lightened up a little bit. No, I don't use the D word. No. Don't say that. I hate that word. She'll bring that word up and it sends me. I just don't like that. I don't. It's just like for me, it's boom, and that's it. I know there's other people that but for me, I don't really care for that word. But I know it's. But anyway, changing the subject here. What's wrong with this laptop here? I got to redo this laptop here. Oh, that didn't go. What happened here? There we go. We'll fire this one back up here. So we got an ad break in 10, 15 seconds. We got ads going, so we have ads. We're standing by for the ads. Ads cut your talk. Couldn't hear. Okay. And we still have the ads going. And we still got ads. We still got the ads running here, so. And I'm bringing somehow and anyway, standing by till ads are finished. As far as those people watching on the replay on Rumble and YouTube, where I repurpose my morning broadcast, and we're restarting our laptop over here as far as that goes. So. And plus I'm bringing this back up here. Hey, Laura, I did get the ads. You didn't. Are you subscribing to me, Laura? I'm not sure if you subscribe to me. And Thamer, I always want to know New York State. I'm sure it's more than Brooklyn and Manhattan. I mean, as tourists. Oh God, yeah. It's New York State. There's so much to do, Thamer. You wouldn't believe. As far as once you get out of New York City, I mean, you just come out of New York City and you go upstate. You got the Catskills Mountains, the Adirondacks. You come up my way, the Southern Tier. You got the Finger Lake region. There's a whole lot of stuff doing. You can, there's all sorts of outdoor activities. It's a camping. It's more than just a city as far as that goes. There's a lot to New York State. I'm not sure. I had an internet blip. So, okay, we just hit restore then. Okay. I wonder if I had an internet burp as far as that goes. There we go. We'll bring that back up. So I'm starting to come down from the big happy pat on the back that Tony gave me. Salute to you, Tony. And they're very gracious. But it's coming back at you, dude. It's definitely going to be coming back at you. No, I appreciate it. That's a well-formed gesture. Let's see, where are we at here? We took a break. We're collecting our thoughts because I just got blown away during this broadcast. No, it's all good fun, and that's what it's all about here. It's to be positive, to be sincere, and and I do appreciate everyone that is here. As far as that goes, we got 10 people on the bean count and stuff like that. I appreciate for those that they're just sitting back watching this. That means a lot too, as far as that goes. As far as the broadcast, I'm with the group of people we have in the chat right now. I couldn't ask for better, as far as that goes. These people I've known this is for the purpose of the replay on YouTube and Rumble. The people that I talk to in the chat here, as far as that goes, the sun rising up. Yeah, the sun is rising up. The sun. What time did the sun go up? The sun rose this morning at what was the sunrise time? Sunrise time was 6:58, and it's 7:04. So the sun's coming up right now, and we got some hazy sky. But the people in the chat that are here that I talk to, for those people that are watching on the replay on Twitch, and well, if you watch Twitch a lot, you know the chat is always running and stuff. Last night when I watched the football, I usually put the chat off because it's just scrolling them 100, 85 miles a minute and stuff like that. So I usually put it off to the side. But here we have a great group of core people that come in each time I broadcast here on Twitch. And I really, really appreciate it. And Laura, he's from Norway. He said he didn't get ads. I'm not sure if you're... No, you didn't get ads? And you don't have anything on your name there, Laura. Laura usually watches my one of the few people that watch me when I'm gaming on Lord of the Rings Online. But glad to have you, Laura. I'm thinking, is Jim Figerty? Yeah, Jim Figerty's on too. He usually Laura's over there. You might be watching both, but Laura's from Norway. I greatly appreciate that. And then Glick, the chat can be an interesting place. Yes, definitely, Glick. Nonsensical Nonsense is in the chat. That's Glick. He's out there in Ohio. I popped up on his broadcast the other day, and I had fun talking to him and Jeff. And he's a good guy out there in Ohio. They like to send us the bad weather here from the Ohio Valley. And Cup of Joe, if he's still there, he's out there. He's in Ohio. He's in Ohio now too. He's Pleasant City, Ohio. He's out there in Ohio. But Nonsensical Nonsense podcast at Nonsensical Non 2. Glick is there with Jeff. Got to finally meet and talk to Jeff. Glick's good friend from high school, but they're on Spotify. Tony was there. He was in the broadcast. And Glick, he broadcasts Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 7 o'clock Eastern. He won't be broadcasting tomorrow because you'll be traveling tomorrow also, Glick. You'll be going to your fiance's, what'd you say, your fiance's parents' wedding anniversary. And Cup of Joe, I'm surprised I still get ads. I have ad blocker. Yeah, but Cup of Joe, you're also just like Helen, you're a Prime gamer too. I'm surprised too. I don't know what they're doing with the ads. They did put something out. They're giving more ad revenues between September and December. So afterwards, maybe they change the whole mix. It's their sandbox as far as that goes. And Glick says, "Yep, we had put in a few hours. Yeah, to go to. Oh, okay. You're gonna go to Pennsylvania. That's right. Busy weekend ahead of us. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna have a busy day tomorrow. As far as I was just asked the question, are we gonna stop along the road for breakfast? Because um, out. Yeah. Yep. We head out. Okay, instead of put, we head out in a few hours. Oh, you're leaving a few. Okay, so you're getting ready to leave. You're starting your weekend already. Okay, safe travels. I think there's supposed to be some good weather this weekend. You're going into Pennsylvania, so the weather's from Ohio comes in. It's supposed to be. I don't know what's the. It isn't for us.
It's yucky for us. Cold.
It's cold. Okay. Cup of Joe, looking at your TV screen in the background reminds me of Crazy Eddie's commercials. Yeah, Crazy Eddie. Oh, yeah. Crazy Eddie. Yeah, I remember those commercials. Yeah, weather has been great this week. Oh, you couldn't ask for better, Glick. You could not ask for better. Let's see, the weather forecast, the extended forecast for my area here for the next several days. Tony, Cup of Joe has prices. Yeah, prices are insane. Oh my God, yes. The Crazy Eddie commercials. Price is insane. Oh my God. See, Cup of Joe, he mentions it. That was predominantly a commercial that came out of New York City. And Tony being a fellow New Yorker and Cup of Joe, a New Yorker. But here we got rain going tomorrow. And for the most part, rain today. And then Saturday, it's going to be 44. Sunday's going to be 46. Partly cloudy. And then Monday. And then we get the rain starting next week. Tuesday afternoon, we get the rain. And then Thanksgiving's next week. Ooh, I see the purple stuff there on next weekend. Is that snow? Possible snow showers. But the temperatures are up in the 40s. Laura, nice to hear someone has great weather. I get rain, rain, rain. Yes, more rain. Okay, you're up there in Norway. Norway, that's predominantly. It's a very picture. I would love to go to Norway. My kid brother, he's been to Norway when he was alive in the Marine Corps. He actually, I guess when he was in the Marines, he actually they did some exercises with the Norwegian military. As far as that goes, winter survival or something like that. He had fun over there. He was telling me, I guess, well, when they were over there, they were having war games and they were going over this ridge, and the senior NCO told the lieutenant, who was a newbie, saying, "We can't go that way, sir. We got to go this." No, we're going that way, and when they got on the ridge, they simulated taking fire. And the umpire said, "You guys are all dead." Norway, damn, I know it's cold up there. Yeah. Backing up, Thammer, you got a couple of weeks with good weather. Take advantage of them. After that, you got to put the chains up. No, the roads, they usually keep the chains. That's saying as far when they put chains on that, I was a little tot when they were using the chains. They don't do the chains no more unless it gets really extreme. And Laura says to Tony, cold in the north. It's not that cold in the west where I live. As far as Tony saying, damn, I know it's cold up there. Yeah. So Norway, we got. So like I said, the people watching this on the replay, the people in the chat, we got Helen from Edinburgh, Scotland. We got Laura from Norway. We got Thammer that's coming in from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We got Tony down there in Georgia. Cup of Joe and Glick out in Ohio. Tim Fan up in Michigan. And who else did I miss? Did I miss somebody? Who did I miss? I'm not ending the show, but I'm just saying this is sort of an international type of broadcast, and I got talking about this on Glick's broadcast, yeah, nonsensical nonsense that I always like talking about. I'm out, Rich. I need to clear my head. Okay. I'm sorry we're too much for you, Ellen. Get some sleep, girl. Yeah, get some sleep. You've been up too long, as far as that goes. And Laura saying, take care, Helen. Have a great day and superb weekend. Yeah, you too, Helen. You have a great weekend. And Helen coming in from Scotland, so it's always good as far as that goes. And just the fact that you guys are taking the time, that means more than. And what Tony just did is phenomenal, but I'm just blown away that Helen says to Laura, see ya, and it's just blown away that you guys are spending some time here as far as that goes. And in Tony's case, he's at work, and sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs, bed bugs. Yeah. Let me go over the charts. I got the charts for football from last week for week 10. I didn't do too good. I got the charts up as far as that goes, and that's week 10. You can see I went to the top. I was at the top for almost every week since we started, and I went to the bottom. I did not have a good day. And Glick saying, have a good, see you later, lady. That's to Helen. Leggy lady.
Leggy lady.
Leggy lady, yeah, exactly. So there's our chart for week 10. Michael Bathurst, he ended up winning for the week. He's not in the overall chart, but he is. He did get 10 wins, which is that's really good. I mean, Tony, he moved up on the weekly second, tied with CBS. He had a good week. That pushed him up a little bit, but he's still not. He gained a few. It's a tight race on the overall. It's just a difference of like 3 wins. But you had Tim and Ted. They finished 7-7. Brian came in there. I did catch up with Brian's. And he had maybe just a few more wins than I think, but Brian's a good guy, and I logged those in there, so Brian's all caught up, and then of course I'm in the bottom of the barrel, four wins. I had I would, if I could only have one win, it would be the Bills winning, but the Bills lost, and it just blew me away. I mean, I can't believe they lost a second time to the Broncos. But the Broncos brought their A game. This is the overall chart as far as that goes for the week. We have. I'll be presenting these on Tony's broadcast, Bell Kings Fantasy Football, and check out Tony D's broadcast there at 10:30 Sundays. I will be there. We'll be back set. If we were going to stay overnight, Tony, I would let you know, but it looks like we're going to be coming back that night. So I'll be available the next morning for the broadcast. But the overall, I'm still up on top. I have had a substantial buffer, but it's dwindling. The CBS is 2 games behind me, and then Ted Hicks and Brian are 4 games, and Tony's only 5 games. And and Tim is coming up, finishing at the bottom there at 73. He's under 500 now. We want you to get back up to 500. I think it's because he picks the Chicago Bears every week. But we got our picks in for this week, and we'll see how. I'm having fun doing this and presenting these charts over on Tony's broadcast, because we have fun on that broadcast. That's a really good broadcast. We got like. Let's see, there's Tony, there's Ted, there's Michael. Who else? There's Tim Brown, and then me, and who else? JoJo's up there, and Brian. So we have like 7 people up there at one time. 6 to 7, 8 people. So I think one time we had 8 people. We had Tony, Ted, Michael, Brian, JoJo, Tim Brown, and yeah, we've had as many as 6 people up there at one time, 6, 7 people. So this is the overall, and we'll see. We're week 10, so we only have what is it? We're in the meat of it. This is where the games really count for the playoffs, as far as that goes. We're in week 11. So, and there's only 18 more there's 18 weeks total, so there's only 7 more weeks as far as regular football. Last night the team I picked, so I'm starting off right. The Ravens beat the Cincinnati Bengals, and Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow's out. He's got a busted up wrist as far as that goes, and so we're in week 11 of 18. The Bengals lost 34-20. The Ravens, they were just monstrous. Their defense just contained. The Bengals backup quarterback, he wasn't too bad. He could throw the ball. So the Bengals can still. They just had a really rough time with the Ravens. Ravens defense. Let's see. Bengals and Burrows are a joke. Seriously, Silverado. Okay. And Glick knows football. As far as that goes, Glick knows football, and I don't know. I think he had the injury. They were sort of highlighting Glick. I was watching. The game was broadcast here on Twitch from Prime Video. I think it's Prime Video. Yeah. Let me put this back here. Stream manager. Hi Jack, how you doing? Okay, we got 15 minutes before the next commercial rolls out. But he had something coming out of off the bus or the car that they showed on his wrist or so. So I'm thinking he might have had a slight injury to that as far as that goes. If the Giants keep up their losing streak, then they'll get the first pick on the draft next season. Well, they got to get by Carolina. Carolina right now, Joe, I think is number 1 on the draft pick. Who was it? Was it on Tony's broadcast, Bell Kings Fantasy Football? We were talking to somebody. No, maybe it was Michael Bathurst. He sort of posed the thing: is the Giants losing on purpose? I can't believe that, but maybe they're told that, hey, we need to get a first-round draft choice, so tank the game. I hope not. I think it happened in practice this week because it was a no contact okay, that was a no contact injury. Okay. Yeah, they had a little device on here, but I guess when I saw it, when he looked fine, but when he tried throwing, he just went down. He was just and there was a couple people, there's some other people that were injured in that game last night. But freaking the Ravens, oh my God. They've got this they were just going. Nice cat there. Yeah, this is Jack, Lore. This is how you doing, Jack? You doing okay? You looking out the window? Okay, I'll leave you go. Okay. Huh? You okay? Okay? You okay? You get the frustration out? Yeah, that's Jack. He's the older of the 5 cats. We did have 6 cats. I'm thinking of Calvin right now. He passed away here a month or so ago. And but Jack is the older of he's the elder statesman. It looks very similar to mine. Okay, yeah, he's a feral cat. We got him as a kitten. For the longest time, he thought he was a dog because we had Max, our dog, and he could only associate with Max. So he kept on thinking he was a dog. And then when Max, we got the other cats, that's when he started acclimating to be a cat. Did you hear about Mark Andrews from Ravens? He might be done for. Yeah, I saw something about an individual. I'm not sure who Mark Evans is. Let me bring him up. Mark Andrews. Who's Mark Andrews? See, Glick, Tony, Ted Hicks, Brian, they all know the players and stuff. I know the really prominent players like Joe Burrows. He's the quarterback. They always talk about him. Who's this guy now? Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews. Let's see. Mark Andrews. Oh, Glick, you're home. You want to come up? for this. I'm going to send you an invite. If you take it, you take it. If you don't, you don't. I'm just. Let's see. Where's Glick? Nonsensical nonsense. I sent you an invite. Mark Andrews. Oh, the tight end. Oh, yeah. He went down hard. He went down. Okay, that's the guy that they. Yeah, he went down hard. He didn't come back either. That's right. Ravens tight end Mark Andrews suffers serious. Oh, it's an ankle injury, likely to be a season-ending. Ouch! Oh my God. He's only 28 years old. He joined the Ravens in 2018. He was so he's been playing for like 6 years now. He played on the Oklahoma Sooner. He's an Oklahoma Sooner. Yeah, that okay. I did hear about that. Yeah. As far as this morning, the headline, as far as season ending, you hate seeing those, the season ending, as far as that goes, and such. So, yeah, and they're starting to be prevalent. Okay, Glick is coming up. Let me get him set up here. Stand by, Glick. Oh, he's in the car. Oh, okay. Let's see. Hey, pushing you to the thing. Stand by, Glick. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Are you traveling right now to Pennsylvania?
No. I'm heading into work. I'm going into work for a couple hours.
Okay. I thought okay. You just and then you're heading out to PA.
Yeah, I got a couple little projects I'm going to do this morning, and then we're going to head out about noon. We got to be up there by like 4 o'clock. Check into the hotel, and then we're meeting her parents and some of her friends and stuff like that for happy hour.
Right.
At a little place, not a little place, but a restaurant / bar across the street from the hotel. So.
Okay.
So yeah, not yet leaving. I still got to pack.
What's that?
I still got to pack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hang on for just a minute. I just want to bring this. My laptop's acting up here. Yeah, I saw this guy go down last night when I was watching the game. I thought it was a good game up until this guy going out and then Burrow's going out, as far as that goes. And,
I'd actually forgot about the game last night. I was just getting updates and stuff like that from it, and I was like, there's a Bengals Ravens. I'm not really all that interested.
Is that the same? That's not the same division. No, the Cleveland Browns are national.
Yeah, they're same.
Oh, they're in the same division.
Yeah,
okay. They were saying that's a tough division.
AFC North, Cleveland, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati. And as of like right now, they were saying that, even last week and the week before, if the season were to end today, Baltimore, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh would all make the playoffs. And depending upon a couple other teams, not after last night, I think at this point, Cincinnati's out. But last week, it could have been all 4 teams would have made the playoffs if the season would have ended Monday.
Right. Yeah, because let's see. I'm gonna bring up their the standings here. That's all, and that's a tough. The big game this week. One of the big games, I guess I'm going to be watching at 1:00 is the Browns in Pittsburgh. That's always a rivalry there, as far as that goes. So that I expect that's going to be a good game because they're right behind. Both teams are right behind the Ravens as far as in the Bengals. They're 500. But do you think they're going to? What did you think of that replacement quarterback they had? The backup.
I didn't see any of the game. I haven't even looked at the stats.
That's right. Yeah,
I haven't looked at the stats yet.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything fantasy football wise that I had to worry about, so I wasn't really paying much attention. I got the updates about Burrow going out. I can't even remember who Cincy's backup is.
Well, the guy he can throw the ball. He can.
He's played because he had some injury issues. So the kid's played before and he's looked good out there.
Right. Yeah. Now the commentators they were talking about him as far as usually when you get a backup coming in, they're sort of a little rusty, and this guy his first pass first play, he threw a bullet and it went for a first down. And it's like, whoa, there's something. You know, usually it's a little hesitant because everything's geared, I guess, on the team around Joe Burrow. So you know, this disrupts their whole workflow as far as out there on the field and stuff. So I was pretty impressed with the guy. That you know, it might be some hope for them to stay in the hunt and stuff like that, because usually when you got to, well, you don't really care for Joe Burrow. Joe expressed that, but he still is a pretty.
I like Joe Burrow. I think he's a great, he's not. I won't say he's great yet,
Yeah.
but he has all the potential in the world to go down in football history as one of the great quarterbacks to play the game.
Yep.
Super talented.
Yeah.
Extremely cocky. But I'm not mad at him for being cocky because he backs it up.
Yeah.
You know, he out there and he balls out, so he backs it up 100%. Even though he plays for Cincy, you know, I enjoyed watching the kid play in college. Right. I loved watching him down at LSU. But I'm not gonna. Obviously, you never want to see a guy get hurt. No matter how you feel about the team. So it kind of sucks that whatever happened to his wrist was something that the team knew about, something that he knew about going into the game last night.
Right.
I did watch I seen the video when they sent the update, and I mean there was no contact or anything, but you could see the pain that he was in. So it could be something serious with his wrist.
Yeah. But the other guy, the tight end there for the Ravens, that's a season-ending break, I guess. So there's no coming back, and he's fairly young. He's only 28 years old, only 6 years into the in the league, and we're in a commercial break right now, Glick, just to let you know.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So I'm trying to get but the Ravens, though, they were just freaking unreal, especially that new kid there. That is he a receiver? He was just well, when you see the highlights, it was just I was pretty impressed with the Ravens.
What's his name? Zay Flowers or
Flowers,
something like that?
Yes, Flowers. Well, oh my God, he could fly! Holy crap, criminy, he could fly.
The Ravens are a sound team, and I think after all these years, we're finally getting to see a little bit more diversity from Lamar Jackson.
Right.
As much as I hate to say it, because Lamar Jackson was always, in my opinion, a glorified running back.
Yeah.
He could never really throw, and Mark Andrews is one of the top tight ends in the league. He's right up there with Kelsey and Kittle and whatnot like that. And Mark Andrews has always been Lamar Jackson's little like safety net. But this season, we're starting to see more of Lamar Jackson opening the ball up, throwing it down the field, trusting his receivers, and it's like, okay, we're getting to see a little bit different version of Lamar that we haven't seen since he came into the league. And they got talented receivers there, and they got this. I don't know why he's not their starting running back, Mitchell. That kid's got some wheels on him, and he is powerful.
Right.
I mean, I watched up until Cleveland's defense kicked it in last week. Zay Flowers and Mitchell were having their way with the Cleveland defense for a minute, and then the defense is like, all right, time to shut this nonsense down. We're the number one defense in the league for a reason. And then they just started eating Lamar's lunch for the rest of the day. So,
well, Lamar Jackson, he did do a one run there where he's not. That even the commentators saying, I don't know if he was limping around a little bit, so he's probably got some lingering injuries there. That in the game you could see that was prevalent, but when he tried running this one time, and back maybe a year or so ago, he would have made it to the goal line, and they were only 10 yards out, but he didn't seem as quick, and I think he's got a lingering injury of some sort. But the backup quarterback for Cincinnati, Jake Brown is a guy named. He had eight.
Oh.
He had 8 for 14 for a total of 65 yards, but he ended up 4 carries for 40 yards. So he held his own, and it just that I think the Ravens they've just powered over him. You could see that as far as that.
Yeah, the Ravens are just, and you've watched it all season. If you watch football with the Baltimore Ravens, they offensively they're 3 gears ahead of everybody they're playing.
Right, 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 right.
Uh, they might not have the best defense out there, but the defense steps up when it's time to step up. And and the last thing you want to do, which again surprised me last week with Cleveland, not once but twice in that game, we found ourselves down by 2 or more touchdowns, and Cleveland still just kept fighting and staying in it and coming back. Um, you don't you cannot let the Baltimore Ravens get a 2 touchdown lead on you, because then they're just gonna just continue to pour it on. They never take their foot off the gas, offensively. So once they get a big lead, then they just kind of have their way with teams, and I think that's what they did last night against the Bengals. From what I've seen from the stats and a couple of replays that I was watching this morning while I was getting ready for work and whatnot,
Right.
jumped out big early and just never let up. So
Yeah, it's something. It just was a good football game overall, despite the you don't want to see injuries and stuff like that. And so the big game. Well, you're obviously going to be rooting for the Browns and stuff like that. Does the Steelers have a chance of winning against the Browns matchup wise?
I'm worried about the Browns. We talked about it a little bit Wednesday night when you came up on our show.
Okay,
and,
yeah.
Thanks for that too. That was awesome having you up there Wednesday night. Um, we lost Deshaun Watson for the season. Cleveland has obviously made a statement saying they don't trust PJ Walker, but now we're putting our trust in a rookie quarterback who played his first game against Baltimore and just looked like he was lost. He had no idea what he was doing. When we played Baltimore early in the season, they just smacked us around.
Right.
We have the offensive weapons, and I know the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's not just me saying this because I don't care for the Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers are one of the worst winning teams in the league right now. Every game, they're continuously the opposing team has almost double the yardage that Pittsburgh has. Their offense is not really producing much, and their defense is kind of suspect from time to time, but yet they keep winning, and nobody can explain it. It's been said on every network, it doesn't matter who's talking about them or what channel you're watching, they are the worst, best team in the NFL right now.
Well, I'm rooting for the Browns because they're way overdue. They're sort of like I always look at them because my best friend's father, when he was always he was a big time Browns fan and stuff like that, and we're always saying, oh geez, we always, as kids, we always say, I go to my best friend, your father's picking a team that's worse than the Giants and stuff like that. It's like back in the day, but they're showing, they play the gutsy football that I like to watch and stuff like that. So I'm always rooting for them. And there's football history with the Browns as far as that goes.
Yeah.
No audio on his end. No audio, Tony's saying. Let me check my audio here.
Uh-oh.
You're hearing me, so.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
No, I'm hearing myself on the laptop, so it must be on your end, Tony. Let's see. Let me type. Might be on my location. Yeah, might. I do believe. I think it's your end, and Tony.
But no, I think offensively, Cleveland has, even with a third string rookie quarterback in, offensively we have the weapons to stay in the game.
Yeah.
Defensively, I think the defense will do their job. They're the number one defense in the league for a reason. It could be an interesting game. Obviously, I'm rooting for the Browns.
Oh yeah. I no offense. I picked the this week on my picks. I picked the Pittsburgh and stuff like that.
Oh, I mean,
but I just want
to take your picks.
Yeah. But
take your
if
picks.
the Browns win, I'll be happy with it. I just want a good football game and stuff like that. That I don't know why I picked the. I think it's because everybody else. Let's see. Let me go down the picks. Let me bring this up as far as who picked what. Because I'm still after last week. I only got 4 games out of 14 last week, which was the worst I've done.
Ouch.
And but I'm still at the top of the overall picks. But let's see, Pittsburgh. Where's the Pittsburgh game? But that's one game I'm very excited. Yeah, Tony's the only one that's picking Cleveland right now. Ted, Tim, and I've yet to have Brian. Brian will probably pick Pittsburgh because he's a Pittsburgh fan, I believe. And as far as that goes, and I'm looking for some good football. And we're right in the meat. This is where it really counts now in the season, as far as going to the playoffs. As far as that goes, every one of these games count, and as far as that goes, so that's a big game. And I'm thinking I'll be able to watch this even if it's not on my local channel, because on the TV back here I got the Roku, and the CBS channel that's on the Roku comes out of Scranton, and Scranton CBS always has Pittsburgh's playing. It's sort of like New York City; they always play Giants or Jets. Scranton always plays Pittsburgh, so I'll be able to watch that game. But I think that's going to be the highlight 1 o'clock game, and then the rest of the games they look iffy and stuff like that. Even the Commanders and Giants, I don't know. That doesn't really float my boat. The game, I guess, the 4:25 game for me, the Bills and Jets, especially after the Bills debacle with the Broncos.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there as far as there's something going on with that team that they're not gelling like they have in the past, and they have the weapons, they have it together, but they're just that they're giving the games away basically. Even though, don't get me wrong, I think Broncos played better this time than they did the first time they met. So that's part of the game. They take advantage of the other team's disadvantage. And the only other game that's really of interest that rates up there with where I would say the same as the Pittsburgh Cincinnati is the Monday night game, the Eagles and Chiefs. That could be a Super Bowl prequel.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting game, and of course, everybody knows that it's all gonna be Taylor Swift talk. So get ready, because Taylor Swift grew up a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and now she's dating Kelsey, and she's a Chiefs.
Good point.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's died down. It'll probably end up. I see what you're saying. It's going to escalate because she's a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and you got the Kelsey brothers meeting each other again. So that's. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I did not. That's a very good point. Taylor Swift factor comes into play.
Enjoy Monday Night Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
everybody.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, that's something.
But yeah, Buffalo. I think, and I've got a friend of mine. He's a huge Buffalo Bills fan, and him and I were talking the other day, and I said, dude, I think that they've just been exposed because they rely on the pass or Josh Allen running.
Right.
They have not for the last few years had a solidified running game. They don't really go to their running backs very often, and now teams are just figuring that out. And you shut down the pass, and you shut down Josh Allen from running all over the field. What else is left?
Exactly.
And they don't have the offensive line to really sustain and make a statement with a running game at all. So it's finally catching up to them, and it's starting to bite them in the butt. And now everybody's freaking out because the Buffalo Bills are supposed to be the best team in the AFC, and they're bottom of the barrel. They're not even a wild card game or team at this point. So, you got Miami, that's the top dog in the AFC East or whatever. So
yeah, exactly, and it's just the fact that was it our friend Michael Bathurst? I know he said that he's always talking about the drama that's on the Bills. And yesterday I read a little bit of an article that Diggs's brother that's down there plays for Dallas, which I didn't know after reading this article that he had a brother playing also. I guess he's not happy with his brother up there in Buffalo, saying he needs to get off that team. And Diggs says the Diggs in Buffalo. I'm not sure. Was it Stephon Diggs or Stephon?
Yes, Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs. He says, hey, don't. The reporters are asking, what do you think of that? And he says, don't ask me. That's family talk, and you're gonna have to talk to him. I'm not
Hmm.
gonna speak for my brother. My brother,
Yeah.
he's showing me concern. He wants me to play on a good team, and I think as much as I thought, well, he almost gives the impression, Stephon Diggs, on the sideline that it's all about me, and but I think that was a pretty good comment back at the reporters there, saying, hey, I'm not going to get in the middle of this. I'm not, he wants to focus on football and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he's already had enough. I think
Yeah.
it was last season. Him and Josh were fighting, and it was pretty public because
Oh, okay.
they
Yeah.
were doing it on the field, and during the games
Yeah.
because Stephon felt like he was getting open, and
Yeah.
Josh wasn't throwing him the ball, or
Exactly.
Josh didn't feel like he was open, and that he didn't have the opportunities that he thought he had. Blah blah blah. It's a mess. That, and then I read an article yesterday that here's another blow to the Giants. Barkley wants out.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
He did.
he uh, he put out an interview or a statement basically saying he's just trying to get to the end of this season because he'll be a free agent, and the Giants have showed him no loyalty whatsoever by putting a
So
franchise tag on him this
right.
season, and he wants out of New York.
He,
So
what do you think? What do you
he's
think?
still young,
What do you think he
healthy enough.
Okay.
I don't know where he would end up because we've seen this season that the NFL is not really showing running backs any love. I mean,
Yeah.
look how long guys like Dalvin Cook and Ezekiel Elliott
Zeke.
and
Yeah. Exactly.
Hunt and other guys that were. I mean, Kareem Hunt was still a free agent and not working for anybody going into what, week 4, week 5,
Uh huh.
because we re-signed him after Nick Chubb went out for the season.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, you got guys that are out there, and it's just like there's no market for running backs right now.
Yeah.
Not for money that they want. So
Well, could
um,
it be the fact that they're not really performing like they have in the past and stuff like that? They're not getting the, because the defenses are a lot tougher. I think that's why the running backs aren't really, getting they're getting their average 4 to 6 yards and stuff like that a carry and stuff. But we don't have it seems like the wide receivers are getting the bulk of the yardage and stuff like that, and the tight ends.
I think it depends. Yeah, tight ends are definitely getting a lot of love this
Oh
year.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much. Because I mean, you look at Dalvin Cook; he's with the Jets, and I think that he's listed like their third string running back.
Uh huh.
And this dude was all pro every season since he's come in the league, running back, and now you've got him dumped all the way down to a third string. It's just like, wow, okay. I think running backs are just getting quote unquote older faster, and they hit
Oh,
that
okay. Right, right.
hill a little bit quicker than normal. For I mean, even Derrick Henry's kind of, and I don't know if that's more Derrick Henry or just the Titans this year are just that bad. you
Oh,
so
that's true. Yeah, 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 yeah. Titans. Yeah, they're the team that's sort of like a slight disappointment there. That the Titans have always been tough and stuff like that, but they're not really showing. Um, you know. So I don't really follow. I remember following them when they were the Houston Oilers and stuff, but when they went to Tennessee, I was a little. I don't like the teams moving. It's just like what happened with Cleveland. Cleveland moved to become what they
yeah.
the Ravens or something like that. I thought that was
Mhm.
that was done in the darks of night. It's just like it was. I know my friend's father. He was so pissed. It's like, oh my god, one of the founding teams there just upped and left Cleveland and stuff. It just unreal and stuff to where. But that's the things about football that comes up over the years and stuff. But was it Beckham? He was injured yesterday too. He talking about that's a guy that's always highlighted. He was a giant there, and um,
Yeah.
he's always made some noise. But I'm surprised about Barkley. Barkley, wow, that's something to look for on the off season whether he does go, because the thing is this last weekend I always like when they highlight the sideline, and Barkley, he was not a happy camper. Oh man, he just like
Oh, I could. A guy of his caliber and his talent,
yeah.
I couldn't imagine, being happy where he is right now, because that team is Oof. There's some
It,
bad teams in
oh
the
yeah,
NFL, but
yeah,
whole
yeah.
the Giants are.
Yeah, earlier in the comments, Compa Joe said they're going to get the first round draft choice. I said, well, they're going to have to lose a lot more than what the Carolina Panthers are losing right now because I think the Giants are like number 3 or 4 on the list or something. I was looking at the list the other day, as far as that goes, and the comment, and I think it was Michael Bathurst. He I was on his broadcast a couple days ago, and he put it out there. He says, "Do you think they're doing it on purpose?" I said, "I don't think any team does it on purpose." And Tony is
Yeah,
back.
I don't think any team does it on purpose.
Yeah,
But and here's the thing, Carolina. That's why I said there's some bad teams out there, and Carolina is one of those bad teams.
yeah,
But Carolina is not as bad as they look because if you look at their record and you look at the games they've played, a
right,
lot of the games they've been in,
right.
and they've only lost by close numbers. They just can't finish. They're not finishing games.
Oh, okay, okay,
Where the Giants just, I mean, that's a daggone dumpster fire.
right.
Um, they're not doing anything right in in New York.
No,
So
no, they're just a notch above what they're at 200%, and the Panthers are at 100. As far as that goes, the Giants are just
yeah,
so. I still pick the Giants, even though I wanted to pick the Reds. Or no, back up. I almost said it. The Commanders there on Sunday, and but the Commanders will probably end up winning that game and stuff like. But the Panthers, I don't know what's going on. They're probably the sorriest team right now. I think as far as I'm looking at the standings, yeah, they're the only team.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody else has at least 2 wins and stuff, and
And they're playing the Cowboys this weekend, and the Cowboys are going to do exactly what they just did to the Giants, and I'm looking forward to it because I got a couple of Cowboys
oh, okay, on
in my fantasy
the
in my
fantasy.
in my fantasy
Yeah,
lineup.
yeah, yeah. And let's see. Thamer says they just suck like the Cowboys. The Giants? No, are you talking the Giants, Thamer? No, the Cowboys. They're a pretty good team. They're up there. They could make it to as far as the playoffs, as far as that goes. They're right behind the Cowboys, so they're playing some good ball. Um, they just had an oops, but they're still right there as far as. But the Eagles, they're just uh, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 more games, they'll lock the division probably, right?
Yeah, I think it's safe to say the Eagles are going to lock down the
Yeah,
division. They've got what 1 or 2 losses on the season.
one. They got
Uh,
yeah, then one. Yeah,
so I think it's a safe bet to say they're going to lock down. You know, providing there's no major injuries or anything like that. But the Cowboys are still lingering in that division too. So I mean, they'll at least make a playoff at this point. The way they're playing, I don't know if they'll win the division. They're going to need to do a lot of work, but
well, they get so they're shooting for that wild card because you see more and more talk on Sundays of the wild card hunt now because that's a big shuffling there. How's the Chiefs doing on the board? Chiefs are doing great. They're winning their divisions. The big game here Monday night, Thammer, is going to be the Chiefs in Philadelphia. That's going to be sort of almost a rematch of the previous Super Bowl and possibly the Super Bowl that may come up with these two teams. But I think there's more activity. It's anybody's game, I think, still in the American League, where the national was it the Eagles? They're just 2 games about. Well, no, the Lions. The Lions. That's a sleeper right there. The Lions. Let's see. Chiefs. They won't
the
win.
Lions, their division is that the rest of their division is Minnesota, Chicago, and Green Bay. Is
Yeah.
just they're not. And that's the Lions division all day long. But I don't know right off the top of my head what Denver's record is, but they're
Um,
quietly doing something out in Denver, and they've become giant killers, man. They've taken
oh
out
yeah.
Kansas City, they've taken out Buffalo. Um,
They're 4-5.
so
Glick. They're 4-5, and they're making.
yeah, they're doing something quietly in Denver. I don't know what's going on, but
Yeah. Yeah.
they're not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't rule them out yet
No,
as a wild.
they could move up the chart, especially in that division with the Chiefs. They between the Broncos, Chargers, and Raiders, they always go up and down. That's like
Mm,
that's like with the the AFC North there. It's that the Steelers, Browns, and Bengals. There's always a move. There's always moving up, and that division there too, and stuff. The sorry division is the again this year is just like last year. It's the AFC South. It's on the American League side as far as that goes. The North, the NFC South. That's okay. The Saints. They're just sorry down there as far as that goes. It's just those. It's just
the NFC South is gonna once again have a team below 500 make the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Saints are 500 right now. They win the division at 500, but you got other teams that several other teams in other divisions that won them outright. But I don't know. It's how they have it set up and stuff like that. But they usually get knocked out the first. Usually, sometimes it's if you got a team like that that's 500 and win their division, they get knocked out by a wild card team that's has a better record than they do.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So
yeah.
All right.
So, but we're over the 2-hour mark here, Glick. So I'm gonna have to let you go, and we're gonna end the broadcast. I really appreciate coming up, sir, spending some time with us.
Absolutely.
And it's always a pleasure. I had fun on your broadcast the other night, Nonsensical Nonsense, and as far as that goes, I made the 2-hour mark. I know you're busting my chops here about being a long broadcaster now, but especially this broadcast, I will not forget this broadcast, especially what Tony dropped on me. So it's just like, I'm just shaking my head. He's spreading the love there. That's what Tony does. So Glick, for those people watching the replay, Glick, Chris, if I may. He's on Nonsensical Nonsense Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays. Not this Saturday because he's heading out to Pennsylvania this in a couple hours here. But there he is over on the Twitch X/Twitter Nonsensical Non 2, and he's on spot. They're on Spotify too, and it's him and his good friend Jeff, which I really enjoyed talking with Jeff there. Coming up, like he behaved with me.
I was actually really surprised at how well behaved Jeff was.
Okay, that's two of us then. I just like he can. I was really impressed as far as because he always throws those zingers and stuff like that, and so it was, that was a really good conversation. I really appreciate it as far as that goes.
Yeah, we appreciated having you come up. It was cool. It was a little bit unexpected, but like we say all the time, always expect the unexpected when it comes to nonsensical nonsense. We don't even know what's going on half.
Yeah,
it's there.
All right, Glick, you and the missus, you and the fiance have a great trip. Enjoy your time there in Pennsylvania, and safe travels, my friend.
Definitely. You too. Have a good weekend, man.
Okay, you too. Take care.
Yep.
And let's see where he is out, and we're back just by myself here. And we're going to go ahead and wind this down here, folks. We've been on for 2 hours. I got to go for a walk and sort of depressurize. We got 2 minutes before the commercial, so let me get out of here as far as that goes. And let's see, we want to get rid of that. What am I looking at? Video capture. Okay, and so we're going to be exiting stage left here, folks. And going down the list, I want to say thank you very much for Tony D. Thank you, my friend. You're the best. We'll be talking. Definitely be talking, Tony. Tony D in the chat, along with Cup of Joe coming in from Ohio. Tony D coming in from Georgia. We had Helen, Leggy Lady 01 coming in from Edinburgh, Scotland. We had Cup of Joe. I already said Cup of Joe. We had, let's see, who else did we have? We had, who else did we have coming in the comments here? Cup of Joe. Tim Fan 40 coming in from Michigan. We had Nonsensical Nonsense. Wait, I'm getting... Oh my God, Ted just came in. I'm putting this on hold for Ted. Ted, are you? Well, I'm getting here. Ted just got here. I want to say, I just stopped on a dime, Ted. I want to say hello to our good friend Ted Hicks, who's in there in the broadcast, in the chat, and we appreciate you. Ted Hicks is the individual that does late night parenting. Where the hell? My cards are all in disemboggled here. Where the hell are you here? Oh, here we go. Tony D. And there we go. There's Ted Hicks's card. There's Ted. Ted Hicks is in the chat. Got to throw the love to Ted. He was on last night. I caught just a glimpse of the beginning there, Ted, and I had to go to bed. I was too tired last night as far as that goes. And Tony's saying, Ted, yeah, another 2-hour broadcast. I had Glick up here for last 30. We're talking a little bit about football and stuff, last night games. Yes, can you come up or are you busy? It's Friday. I don't know if you can come up. I can for about a few minutes, Ted. You want to come up? Let's see, Tony, Glick, and Helen. Yeah, Helen's in I can come up. Okay, I'm gonna let me send Ted. I want to see if Ted. Let's get Ted up here for just a couple minutes, and I just sent you an invite, Ted. Oh, this is one of the best broadcasts here. Oh my God, I had Glick up here, Tony spreading the love there. As far as that goes. Okay, I just sent you an invite, Tim. I went to watch Michael Bathurst, but he doesn't re-comment. Oh, Michael's up? Oh yeah, he is up. Okay, Bathurst is up. We got a commercial break, and we're gonna bring Ted up. Come on up, Ted. We're in a commercial break right now, folks, so we got ads going for the next minute as we bring Ted up. Look at your Twitch mail upper right corner for invite. And we're waiting for Ted. We still got commercials going. And we're waiting for the commercials to end. Have the commercials ended? I believe they have ended. And 3, 2, 1. We'll wait for Ted to come up. Yeah, look at your Twitch mail. That should be MAIL, Ted. I'm sorry. It's in the upper right-hand corner. As far as that goes, a little mailbox. That should be the invite. I'm just going to stay on for a few. We're going to bail, but we got Ted that can come up for a few minutes. And are we back? So look. I think it's right over here. No, it's over here. Look over in your mail. You got the little crown, and then you got the mail. Oh, there's Ted. Okay, Ted's getting ready to come up. And oh shit, what did I just do? Oh, there. Okay, hang on, Ted. We're pushing you. Ted, can you hear me? Ted, can you hear me? I got my volume up. We're not. Can you say something? Nope, I'm not hearing you. We got 2 curse words in one broadcast. Priceless. Tony D. Okay, I'm hearing my volume. I have the volume up. You might have to change. You might have to switch your mic around because you use StreamYard, so it might be something in your audio. And Jeeves, good morning. Well, there's Ted. We got him up picture-wise. This reminds me of the old vocal days. Mic disabled by host. It is okay. Hang on for a minute. Let me. Okay, how's that? Is that good? You're muted. How come I have you muted? Okay, you should be unmuted. I got you at 134%.
Hello.
Oh, there he is. Okay, I hear you.
Oh, loud and clear. How you doing?
Good morning. We have just like we had Glick up here, we got Ted Hicks coming in from Long Island. He's working the desk this
Oh,
Friday. This
a
is
beautiful remote day.
there he is. You're taking time out.
Um,
I appreciate taking the time to come up on the broadcast, Ted. You must be a little tired from the
yeah.
late night.
Oh, I'm totally worn out. It's been a long week.
Oh, has it? But the weekend's here, sir.
Yes, yes. But thank you for. I've been dying to come up here,
Uh
and I
huh.
see everyone. You've been inviting everyone up here, and I'm like, oh man, okay. Rich
Well,
is opening things up.
no, Fridays it's an open because I love using guest stars. I'm getting used to using it, and I guess it's pretty. It works really good with the OBS. I'm a avid OBS user, so I got that down pat. And not to say that Restream and StreamYards, those are fantastic platforms and stuff. It's just that what I do on the morning broadcast here, I love using the guest stars, and it's working out quite well as far as that goes.
No, this is pretty clean.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is pretty clean.
The thing is, the guest stars, because Helen has tried using it, and she has a pretty high end um, PC, but the difference is she doesn't have a dedicated graphics card. Where my newer box here has a Navid graphics card that's you can take
Yes.
both my old PCs, and the onboard motherboard graphics doesn't even come close to this thing, and it's a low end Navid, but it's just I never had it utilized until recently here when I said, "What's this switch?" And it flipped the switch, and everything just turned to magic, and I've got a good broadcast using OBS. But Restream
So is
and your broadcast using StreamYards, they're both good broadcast. They're outstanding. They're just as clean.
yes. So is Friday going to be the day that you're going to invite people up, or
Well,
how's this going to work?
it's sort of, I'm just leaving it open. I have it. Every time I come up on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now, I do have the guest stars. It's available and stuff like that. That's part of my routine now. I'm used to it to where I threw it in the mix to where I have it available if somebody wants to come up that I know, such
Okay.
as you or like we had Glick earlier, and yeah, what's up, Ted? Glick says. Uh,
What's up, Blake?
yeah, we just extended a little bit longer there, Glick, because we got the pleasure of having Ted up here, and this is a real treat. Just like I don't know if you heard what Tony did here earlier. Were you in the?
I didn't.
He throws in the comment, and I see, oh, there's 10,000 cheers, and then the people in the comment says, Rich, that's $100. I guess there's no monetary value, so I go back and check. He threw me a C note.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He out of the goodness of his heart and stuff like that. And it just
Tony
blew.
D's a baller.
I guess. No, Tony is still there. Oh, late. Oh, Helen's back. Okay, Helen, thank you for coming back, Helen. OBS is a lot more CPU and tech. Yeah, exactly. We're talking about it, Helen. As far as it is a CPU hog and stuff like that. That's why you need the graphics card as far as that goes. So Helen is back on this extended special broadcast. This is a great broadcast because I got Tony D dropping whatever the love there. I had
Tony
Glick up
D.
here, and now I have you. This is the first time coming up here, and I don't want you being a stranger. Now everybody else will expect the same. Well, we'll see, Helen. Believe me, you know the love that's given.
Can't even see that.
The love that's given, it
Oh,
comes
it's
back
bad.
returned as well. It works both ways and stuff. So I told Tony that it works both ways as far as that goes. But I caught a little bit of your broadcast last night. You had Brian on, you, and right after the football game. Which did you watch any of the
It was
football game?
light.
What's
It
that?
was light conversation.
Oh, was it? Okay.
No 2 hour broadcast. I want to go back to the 1 hour broadcast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just
But
but in my case, I guess because Friday I'm retired, so we the missus
yeah,
probably
no, this is great.
it's still cold out for going out for the morning walk yet. So but because it's I don't know how it is down in Long Island. I finally the other day I put on gloves for the first day when I'm walking out here on the golf course for our morning walk.
Man, let me tell you, I think it was so I was only in the office Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week.
Right.
But I think Tuesday I wore gloves.
Uh huh.
I think I wore gloves to the train station and everything. It was one of those mornings. It was extremely cold outside.
Yeah. Does it get
So
hot or does it get pretty cold on the train when you're traveling into the city, or does this like
it does.
it does? So it's a
It does.
how rough a ride is that? Because I mean I haven't been on a train and oh god I think I was still in elementary school the last time I was on a no actually I rode the subway
Luckily,
from JFK to Brooklyn when I went I was coming back from overseas to visit my grandmother.
luckily, it's only 35 minutes.
Oh,
It's
is
a
it?
35-minute ride.
Yeah, but
So it's not too many complaints.
yeah, especially when the other alternative is the Long Island Expressway, which I've been on there a couple times. That's bad. You could be going 30, 40 miles an hour, and it feels like you're going 80 because everybody's traveling the same. You better
Yes.
be on the, and it's bumper to bumper and stuff like that. And I've had some close calls on that going into Long Island and stuff like that because my grandmother, in her later years, she moved out there to Ispic as far as
Oh,
that.
okay.
And I used to go out there and visit her when I was still in the service station up there in Boston. I'd come down, and I know going out in the I knew as soon as I get in the Long Island Expressway, it's usually the case. It was always during rush hour, and I'm like, oh my god, it's taking me longer just to get from New York City out to Ispic than it did from Boston
Yes.
down into White Plains.
I so I've been at where I am for 16, 17 years.
Okay.
I've driven to work 5 times.
Yeah. It,
Because it's brutal.
Well, it's not just necessarily a drive, but parking down there, it probably has to be a real pain in the butt and stuff like that.
It's just the BQE.
Yeah,
The BQE is horrible.
yeah. Now, what's BQE?
You know. Oh, Brooklyn Queens Expressway.
Oh, okay, the expressway. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
That's all roads there, and it's just the city. It's just unreal and stuff. I remember the last time I was there. I was visiting. Well, no, I went down there. This is a couple years when my kid brother was still alive. He was down there at the St. Stephen Peters Memorial Veterans Hospital there in Queens, and he went there quite frequently with the issues he had before he passed. And that's where he passed away 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember the first time I visited him there when he was down there. I surprised him, and he said, "Oh, you're gonna go back? You can go back." I told him of the hassle I had coming across the George Washington Bridge, and that I said that's the last time I crossed the George Washington Bridge. I said I'm going to go back up on the east side and go across I still call it the Terrytown Bridge, the Mario
okay.
Como Memorial Bridge there, which is a fantastic
Yes.
bridge. But man, you be strumming along, and then all of a sudden you get to the bridge. It's a huge bridge, but there's always a backup on it, and you got like 5 lanes on either side. It's like so, but I don't. But the last time I was down there in the city, it's not too bad. It's one of those things if you know when the traffic is and stuff like that. But it can be a real bear, as far as that goes. And but I know the parking down there. This is even when I was going to high school there in Newburgh. and stuff. We'd go down to see the Mets and the prominently the Mets games because we couldn't afford the Yankee tickets. Actually, they were giving the Mets tickets away at the fire company that I belonged to up in Orange County. And we go down there. My father, he could always find a parking spot. And back then, I think it was still like $15 to park a car all day. And now it's like, what, $100 or something? It's like, you got to have a bankroll.
It's there's nothing like, so in like a couple of weeks, there's going to be the tree lighting at Radio City.
Yep.
You've never seen crowds like that before in your life. It's like you want to run the other way. It's
as bad as New Year's. That's what it's as bad probably as New Year's now because everybody wants to be.
Like it looks great on TV when you see it on TV.
Yeah. The real mess is when you're down there personally. Then.
Yes.
That's the city that we love to hate, right?
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
So I will throw this out here that I will definitely make my way to Glick's broadcast, Helen's broadcast. I don't know if Jeeves does.
Jeeves, I saw Jeeves. He does he does
the music.
The DJ, yeah. He was on last night. I saw just before Carmen. Carmen was on last night. And she had a high-profile guest. I guess went to high school, right? He's in a rock band. I forget what band that was. Yeah. And there's Jeeves. He says, "I do the DJing." Yes, we know, Jeeves. You do it good.
Yeah.
I listen to Jeeves on the replay. I listen to a lot of replays and stuff. I find that
it's the replay. The replay is what it is.
Yeah.
Because we can't catch this live.
Oh, okay, yeah, and I appreciate it and stuff. Even if you zip through it and stuff like that, there's highlights and stuff like that. But I look forward every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday doing this, and then starting to branch out. I got brave and I went on Glick's broadcast the other night, and just before you came up, I was telling Glick there that Jeff even behaved because Jeff can be a little bit of a character and stuff. But we had a real good talk, and I told him I can only stay on for a little bit, and I think they ended up. He goes like 6 hours on his broadcasts and stuff. Is this like And I'm pushing it right now with 2 hours and 15 minutes right now, as far as that goes.
But, hey, I'm gonna drop down.
Okay.
But I'll if you send these invites on Friday, I'll definitely come up.
Okay. I keep on, when you come into the chat, say, oh, that's right, Ted's at home. He's working at home. So, and like, this is the first broadcast I said, I didn't even wait to ask. I'll just throw them out. If you take them, you take them. If you don't, there's no, and you're familiar with it. This is a lot better. Remember the Get Vocal days when I tried bringing you up on Get Vocal? It's like, oh my God, have we come light years ahead of that? All right, Ted Hicks coming in from Long Island. Thank you, Ted. Greatly appreciate, sir, as far as that goes. And you have a great day, sir. And he's bounced out, and this has been a great broadcast, folks. Helen came back. I greatly appreciate that, Helen. You coming back as far as that goes. And Jeeves is here. I got to go down my list again because I got to get out of here. I got to get a walk. It's 1:15. I've been on here for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and this isn't even a gaming broadcast. Or 2 hours, 2.5 hours it's going on. But we're going to go ahead next at Stage Left as we just got done talking with our good friend Ted Hicks, and I greatly appreciate that, Ted. Stand-up guy. Let me get his card again here. Ted Hicks. There we go. Mr. Ted Hicks himself, the man, the legend, the guy who does late night parroting on Thursday nights and stuff like that. And we're going to go ahead next to Stage Left, though, folks, on this extended, fantastic broadcast. I want to thank again those in the chat. I want to say thank you to Helen, Lady Lake. I want to say thank you, Tony D. Thank you as far as being here. Thank you, Cup of Joe. Thank you, Thamer, coming in from Riyadh. Thank you, Laura. I'm just thinking of the people off the top of my head. Laura from Norway coming in. Greatly appreciate. We'll see you around the Lord of the Rings online broadcast. Thank you, Glick, Chris from Nonsensical Nonsense. We had him up here talking to him. Really good going down the list. Thank you, Tim Fan 40 out there in Michigan for coming into the chat. And a big thanks to Ted Hicks for spending a little bit of his work. He's working from home, doing the teleconferencing and all that. And you're welcome, Ted. Thank you very much for accommodating. I greatly appreciate it, sir. You have a great one. And this is Rich. Thank you, Mr. Jeeves, my Blab buddy. We go back to Blab. Jeeves, Mr. Twix, being in the broadcast. And you all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, at Fireman Rich over there on Truth Social, Instagram Threads, and X/Twitter. You all have a great one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Fantastic, guys. Take care.